Hi everyone. Welcome back to our podcast today. I hope you're all doing well. This time, we will discuss a very common topic but rarely discussed seriously: how to stop feeling lonely. Some of you might think, oh, loneliness is a normal thing, just find a friend, and it's over. But the reality is it's not always that easy, right? Well, to help us discuss this topic, we have a special guest today, a good friend who is really good at things like this. Her name is Grace. Hi Grace, how are you?
Hi John. Good news. I'm so happy to be invited to this podcast finally. Your chosen topic is interesting, and I'm sure many people can relate to it.
Totally agree. Loneliness can come at any time, right? It doesn't matter where we are or who we're with. Even when you're in a crowd, sometimes that empty feeling can still arise.
Yes, that's right. I often hear stories like that from friends or clients. John, have you ever experienced loneliness yourself?
Oh, of course, Grace. I think everyone has. I remember very clearly when I first moved to the city, I knew a few people, but I didn't have any close friends. So even though someone asked me to hang out, I still felt like we were not connecting.
So, do you think loneliness is more than just being alone? Sometimes we can feel alone even when surrounded by many people.
Exactly. I think loneliness is more about feeling disconnected from the people around us. Sometimes, we need a deeper or more meaningful relationship to feel full.
Yes, I agree. Maybe it's also about the quality of relationships, not the number of friends we have. So, when you feel lonely, what do you usually do, John?
Usually, I try to start by acknowledging the feeling first. Sometimes we are in denial. We don't want to admit that we are feeling lonely. After that, I try to do things that make me happy or focus on hobbies, like reading books or trying new recipes in the kitchen.
Interesting, John. So, you try to fill yourself before looking for someone else to talk to?
Yes, I feel it is important to be comfortable with yourself first. I believe that if we can enjoy our alone time, we will not be too dependent on the presence of others to fill the void.
That's right. If we rely too much on others to feel complete, we can actually feel even more lonely. Do you have any tips for people who may be feeling lonely right now and are confused about what to do?
There are a few things you can try, Grace. First, maybe start by recognizing the feeling. Don't immediately try to cover up your loneliness with social interaction if you're not ready. Also, try to create small activities or habits that can make you feel productive or happy.
That sounds good too. For example, maybe we could try starting a journal or taking time to reflect.
That's right, Grace. Journaling can be an effective way to explore feelings. It can also help us become more aware of things that may be causing loneliness, and start looking for ways to deal with them.
Speaking of causes, what factors do you think can make someone feel lonely, John?
I think there are many factors, Grace. It could be because of a big change in life, like moving, losing someone, or even stress at work. Sometimes, those feelings also come from social comparisons, like on social media. Seeing other people looking happy can make us feel lonelier than we would if we were not in the same situation.
Well, yes. Social media can really affect our feelings. So, maybe one way is to reduce our social media activity if it makes us feel even emptier.
Totally agree, Grace. Sometimes a social media detox can make us more aware of what we have and focus on the things that really matter.
That's great. Are there any activities that you think are effective in overcoming loneliness without direct social interaction?
I think physical activity like exercise can really help, not only for physical health but also for mental health. For example, walking in the morning or yoga can make us more aware of our own bodies and help our mood.
I agree. Exercise can indeed improve our mood. John, if someone feels lonely because they don't have close friends, what is an effective way to start opening up and finding new friends?
Good question, Grace. Sometimes, we can start from a smaller environment or community with the same interests. For example, if we like reading, we can try joining a book club. That way, we can have exciting conversation topics without feeling awkward.
Yes, I totally agree. Starting from the same hobby or interest makes us more comfortable getting to know new people. However, sometimes, some people have tried joining a community, but still feel like they don't connect. Any tips for that, John?
Sometimes, it takes time, Grace. Not everyone fits in with their environment right away. So the important thing is to be patient and don't give up right away. We can also try out different communities until we find the right fit.
Very good. Lastly, what message do you want to convey to our listeners who may feel lonely?
My main message is, don't be ashamed or afraid to admit that feeling. Loneliness is a valid and normal feeling. We've all experienced it, and there's nothing wrong with it. The important thing is to start with small steps to fill yourself, and if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to trusted people.
Thank you, John. I think this conversation has opened up many perspectives, and maybe can be a guide for those feeling lonely.
Thank you too, Grace, for coming and talking about this. Hopefully, it will be useful for all my friends who listen.
You're welcome, John. I'm also happy to share and learn from you. See you again next time.
Chosen. Chosen is the past participle of choose, which means to select something or someone from a range of options. Example: she has chosen the blue dress for the party. Arise. Arise means to come into existence, or become apparent. It often implies that something is beginning to happen or appear. Example: conflicts can arise when people don't communicate clearly. Acknowledging. Acknowledging means to recognize, admit, or accept the truth, existence, or importance of something. Example: the company acknowledged its mistakes and promised to make improvements. Dependent. Dependent means relying on someone or something for support, help, or existence. Example: the success of the project is dependent on everyone completing their tasks on time. Ashamed. Ashamed means feeling guilty, embarrassed, or remorseful, often due to something wrong. Example: she felt ashamed for forgetting her friend's birthday.
Burdened. Burdened means feeling weighed down or overloaded by something difficult or heavy, like responsibilities, problems, or emotions. Example: he was burdened with extra tasks at the office. Guilty. Guilty means feeling responsible or remorseful for a wrongdoing, mistake, violating a moral standard, or causing harm to others. Example: she feels guilty for not helping her neighbor. Thank you for watching. To improve your English skills, don't forget to practice every day. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and comment.